I thought I'd try and squeeze in a wild camp. I have been really busy at work, so I work in hospitality, and I think nearly all the other hospitality places I know, they've been hit by COVID and staff shortages. We're no exception to this, and so work has been really busy. But I thought I would sneak out, even though I'm at work again tomorrow morning at 7 AM. I just thought I had to get out, and here I am. It's just a really simple wild camp tonight. I'm not doing anything special. I've just got my sleeping bag, my bivvy, and I'm just gonna chill. It's a clear night so far, which is great. It's meant to get a bit cloudy, but it's not meant to rain. So I'm just gonna sit back, relax, probably catch up with my journal. One book to read. I haven't read this book in a while. It's been my favourite when I was younger. Across the Nightingale's Floor by Leon Hearn. It's like a ninja Japanese fantasy book. So I thought I'd start reading that again. I'm just going to relax. Something else which is kind of special today or tomorrow is that it's my birthday. So another year older, hopefully a year wiser and all that. But it'll be quite nice because I don't mind that, I'm at work. So it'll be quite a nice atmosphere, although it's going to be busy. And then I've got a week off, which is great. I'm going to go home for a bit, help my brother move house, see the family, and then come back here and hopefully do some work on the tiny house. Need to get the cladding finished. I'm gonna, I think, build the subfloor. It's like in 3 sections, get that built up, get some insulation put in, I think Kingspan, like with the friction fit, so I can just pop it out when I want to install the electrics and the gas and the water pipes. So that's the next big job. I think the allotment's all good. I'm harvesting a lot. I've got some sweet corn, which is really weird, but awesome to have grown my own sweet corn. Then my tomatoes have all gone red, and they're really sweet, so I'm really pleased with them. Harvested all the beetroot, the carrots. I harvested one cabbage, it was huge. That was really cool. I made some more cabbage pancakes. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Something I thought I'd chat a bit about my first wild camping experience, if I try and remember it. Quite a few people have commented on my videos saying how it's given them, I guess, the inspiration and the motivation to wild camp, which is really cool. I'm glad more people are experiencing wild camping. So I thought I would talk a bit about my first wild camping experience. I've been racking my brain trying to remember the first time I camped alone. I've slept in a lot of strange places, like inside a bridge because it was raining, I couldn't be asked to pitch my tent. And I think the first time I wild camped on my own would be when I went to the United States. Beginning of 2015, I decided I was going to hike the Pacific Crest Trail. So basically the Pacific Crest Trail is a long distance hiking trail, and you hike from the Mexican border through California, Oregon and Washington, and you end on the Canadian border. It took me 4 months, and it's about 2,600 miles. You might be familiar with the story with the recent book and film Wild. So yeah, that's the trail I did. And I remember flying over to California, booking a night stay in a hostel, and then making my way to the start of the trail. It took me all day to get there, so I had to get a phone I could use whilst in the States. I had to get some food and some supplies, and it took a train, a tram, 2 buses to get to the border. And I got there at about 6-7 PM as the sun was setting, and by that point I hadn't thought that part through, and I hadn't booked anywhere to stay, because on the trail you just sleep on it. So I thought I would just sleep somewhere near the start. I remember being in the town called Campo, looking for somewhere to camp. I basically wandered out of town, saw this big tree, thought I'd camp under it, thinking, oh, it'd be fine under there, if it rains I'll be sheltered. Stupid thing is, it never rains in California, so of course I'd be fine. I remember climbing over this fence, dumping my bag down in the twilight dusk, couldn't see much, and seeing all these little black dots started climbing on me and my bag. Turns out they were massive ants. I think I'd landed on an ant nest. So I didn't sleep there. I wandered back into town, wondered where to camp. Could see all these border patrol vehicles driving around. So in the end, I think at that point I was sitting against someone's fence, and I basically hopped the fence into their back garden or their backyard. I slept in their garden basically. remember waking up about 4:30, 5 a.m, just on the cusp of like dawn. I seen this like camera on the wall. Thankfully it's facing the other way, and I doubt anyone's watching it 24/7, it's just there in case of surveillance. So yeah, I slept there, woke up, hopped the fence back over, and started walking to the start of the trail. And that was the start of my journey of hiking the Pacific Crest Trail, which is where I slept numerous times on my own in like the wilderness, which was very liberating. And I definitely recommend it to anyone if you don't know what to do next in life, is to hike a long distance trail or just to go travelling on your own. Like, kind of opens up your mind to other options and just to go with the flow and say yes more. But yeah, that was me getting off on a tangent. So yeah, that was my first time wild camping. It's not like your traditional wild camp, it's more like a weird urban camp wild camp. But that's the first time I did it on my own, and then yeah, since then I've done it here, there and everywhere. In the UK now, it's just a case of going out somewhere, finding somewhere that looks suitable to wild camp, take my stove, chill, enjoy the moment, and yeah. So that is the tale of my first wild camp. So it's starting to get a bit darker now. Oh, it's a lot darker. It's 9:15. One not paranoid thought I have, but I kind of worry that I'm going to oversleep. So I've got to be at work for 7, and I'm going to go back early, have a shower, go to work. But I kind of have this worry that I'm going to oversleep. I shouldn't do. I've set about a dozen alarms, and it's meant to get light at about 6. So fingers crossed I won't sleep in. My friend's going to ring me at 6:30 just to make sure. I think I can see a barn owl over there. Cool. So yeah. But it's nice to sleep under the stars. So I guess I will say good night, and I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully before my alarm. Good morning. So I managed to wake up on time, which is good. It is about 5:15. So that give me enough time to get back, have a shower, and head into work and have breakfast and all that. It was a really nice night. It's cloudy now, but there were loads of stars before I went to sleep. How dark it is. But I guess the days are getting shorter now. Good morning, and I guess goodbye. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I guess I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye from my silhouette.